What if there was a real verified fact that looks completely wrong the moment you hear it, and yet the deeper you examine it, the more solid it becomes? Not a paradox, not a theory, a fact that survives logic, data, and expert analysis even though it directly contradicts how we think the world works. This isn't something designed to shock you, it's something that quietly breaks your mental framework. In this video, we're unpacking the strange fact that defies intuition, why humans instinctively reject it, and how artificial intelligence helped confirm what logic alone couldn't explain. Take your time with this one, because once it clicks, normal explanations stop feeling reliable. Before we go further, like this video, share it with someone who enjoys ideas that challenge common sense, and subscribe to FactVex. What comes next isn't about belief, it's about confronting a reality that logic alone was never built to handle. The fact that shouldn't be possible. The strange fact is this: systems often become less stable as they become more efficient. This directly contradicts common logic. We assume optimization leads to strength. Artificial intelligence analysis shows the opposite occurs in complex systems. When redundancy is removed and efficiency is maximized, the system loses tolerance for disruption. It works perfectly until it doesn't, and when it fails, the failure is sudden and severe. The logic-breaking part is that improvement increases risk rather than reducing it. Humans expect progress to create safety. Instead, progress often eliminates buffers. Artificial intelligence revealed this pattern across finance, engineering, biology, and networks. The fact isn't intuitive, which is why it feels wrong at first. But once you see repeated evidence, denying it becomes harder than accepting it. That contradiction is what breaks logic. Why human intuition rejects it. Human intuition evolved in environments where efficiency usually meant survival. Artificial intelligence exposed that modern complexity reverses this relationship. Our brains still expect smoother systems to be safer. They aren't. Intuition tells us fewer moving parts reduce risk. In reality, fewer buffers amplify impact. This mismatch creates denial. People don't reject the fact because it lacks proof. They reject it because it violates mental shortcuts. Artificial intelligence doesn't rely on intuition. It tracks outcomes. When outcomes consistently contradict expectation, intuition loses authority. That's uncomfortable. The brain treats the fact as wrong because it conflicts with survival logic that no longer applies at scale. This isn't stupidity, it's outdated wiring trying to interpret a new environment. What artificial intelligence revealed? Artificial intelligence uncovered the pattern by comparing failures humans treated as unrelated. Power grids, supply chains, ecosystems, and markets all showed the same behavior. Efficiency reduced resilience. Artificial intelligence didn't theorize this, it observed it. Across decades of data, outcomes repeated regardless of intent or management quality. The strange part wasn't failure, it was predictability. Once efficiency crosses a threshold, collapse probability rises sharply. Humans never notice this because the system feels flawless until stress appears. Artificial intelligence connected timelines humans never aligned. Different systems failed differently, but for the same underlying reason. This reframed failure as structural rather than accidental. Logic assumes improvement fixes weakness. Artificial intelligence showed improvement often relocates weakness instead of eliminating it. The illusion of control collapses. Logic tells us that better planning equals better outcomes. The strange fact proves planning only shifts probabilities. Artificial intelligence showed that humans manage incentives, not results. Control feels real until pressure arrives. At that moment, structure overrides intention. This breaks the comforting belief that careful design guarantees safety. You can optimize perfectly and still be vulnerable. That realization unsettles people deeply. Why efficiency becomes dangerous. Efficiency removes slack. Slack absorbs shock. Artificial intelligence showed that as systems streamline, they lose flexibility. This makes them faster, but brittle. The logic-breaking element is that improvement creates fragility instead of durability. Humans confuse speed with strength. Artificial intelligence revealed speed amplifies shock transmission. Why warnings feel too late. Warnings always feel late because humans react emotionally while systems change mathematically. Artificial intelligence identifies rising risk long before consequences become visible, but people wait for something to feel wrong. That delay creates the illusion of sudden danger. In reality, the threat has been building quietly the entire time. Early signals feel abstract and easy to dismiss because they don't interfere with daily life. Why normalcy is the real trap. The most deceptive signal of safety is normal life continuing without interruption. Artificial intelligence consistently shows that major breakdowns are preceded by routine, not chaos. People go to work, pay bills, watch shows, and assume stability means strength. In reality, normalcy often disguises fragility. Logic expects warning signs that escalate visibly. Complex systems rarely provide them. Stability simply means stress thresholds haven't been crossed yet. That creates psychological comfort, not structural security. Routine becomes camouflage. Why Earth behaves the same way. Earth systems follow the same counterintuitive pattern as human systems. Artificial intelligence revealed that environmental responses are not gradual, but abrupt once thresholds are crossed. Climate systems accumulate stress quietly, then shift rapidly. Ecosystems absorb damage invisibly until recovery becomes impossible. Logic expects slow harm to produce slow consequences. Nature does not behave that way. Human timelines do not match physical feedback loops. By the time effects feel obvious, intervention windows have narrowed sharply. Artificial intelligence removed optimism bias by identifying points of irreversibility that intuition overlooks. Why planning had to change. Once this strange fact was understood, planning could no longer remain the same. Artificial intelligence forced institutions to abandon certainty-based planning in favor of resilience-based thinking. That shift feels uncomfortable because it admits limits. Traditional planning aimed to prevent disruption altogether. New planning assumes disruption will happen and focuses on survival afterward. The quiet acceptance. The most logic-breaking facts do not arrive with drama. Once absorbed, they fade into systems quietly. Artificial intelligence models update assumptions without announcements. Policies adjust subtly. Behavior shifts without explanation. Logic expects revelation to be loud and corrective. Reality integrates silently. Silence does not mean ignorance. It means normalization. When a truth becomes background reality, debate ends and adaptation begins. This is why these facts feel unsettling. This fact was always true. This strange fact did not suddenly appear. Artificial intelligence did not create it. It revealed it. Complexity has always behaved this way. Scale simply made the pattern visible. What once unfolded slowly now unfolds faster because systems are larger, faster, and more connected. Logic assumes new danger has emerged. In reality, old structure has been exposed. Humans rarely observe systems at this scale, which is why the behavior feels surprising. Artificial intelligence made scale readable. Recognition replaced assumption. Why logic alone isn't enough anymore? Logic evolved to handle small, stable systems with clear cause and effect. Artificial intelligence operates in environments defined by scale, probability, and feedback loops. The strange fact shows that logic still matters, but it is no longer sufficient on its own. Understanding modern reality requires adaptability, statistical thinking, and humility. Contradiction no longer signals error, it signals complexity. Once this is accepted, confusion decreases. Logic doesn't fail, it reaches its boundary. Artificial intelligence extends perception beyond intuition, showing patterns logic alone cannot anticipate. This realization unsettles people because it challenges confidence in reasoning shortcuts, but it also expands understanding. They're the ones that quietly contradict how we expect reality to behave. At FactVex, the goal isn't confusion, it's clarity in complexity. Once you understand that logic has limits in a world of scale and speed, you stop demanding certainty and start valuing adaptability. Thanks for watching until the end and sitting with an idea that resists easy answers. Stay curious, stay open, and remember, When something breaks logic but survives scrutiny, it isn't nonsense. It's a signal that reality is deeper than our shortcuts.